Today we're going through the major intelligence agencies of Russia, when each was created and why, how they operate, and some of their key successes that made them famous or feared. Let's dive in. Foreign Intelligence Service (SVR). The SVR traces its roots to 1920, when the Soviet secret police, the Chaika, created a foreign intelligence section under Felix Dzerzhinsky. After the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991 and the KGB was dissolved, the SVR was officially formed as Russia's main civilian foreign intelligence agency. The SVR is responsible for collecting information outside Russia. It focuses on political, economic, military, and scientific intelligence. Its agents work in embassies and diplomatic posts across the world and also recruit and run spies abroad. The SVR reports directly to the President of Russia. The SVR inherited the old KGB's foreign spy network. It became known for successful espionage operations during and after the Cold War, including the operation of sleeper agents and the theft of foreign technology. It's often compared to the CIA because both focus on external intelligence gathering. Federal Security Service (FSB). The FSB was created in 1994 as one of the main successor agencies to the KGB. Its role was to take over domestic intelligence, counterterrorism, and internal security functions after the Soviet breakup. The FSB handles counterintelligence inside Russia, fights terrorism and extremism, secures borders, and monitors threats against the state. It also conducts cyber operations and surveillance activities. The agency reports directly to the president and has offices in every region of Russia. The FSB has become one of the most powerful arms of the Russian government. It has played a major role in counter-terrorist operations in Chechnya and Dagestan, and it is often linked to major cyber espionage campaigns and political security operations. It's widely seen as the backbone of Russia's internal intelligence system. Main Intelligence Directorate (GRU). The GRU, short for Main Intelligence Directorate, was founded soon after the Russian Revolution of 1917. It began as the military's registration department, collecting information on foreign armies. Over time, it became the Soviet and later Russian military's chief intelligence body. The GRU collects military and political intelligence worldwide. It runs spies, gathers battlefield data, and conducts special operations. It also operates special forces known as Spetsnaz and manages electronic and satellite reconnaissance. The GRU is often considered the most secretive and daring of all Russian agencies. It has been connected to high-risk missions, cyber operations, and intelligence activities in Europe and the Middle East. Many international experts describe the GRU as Russia's shadow army, capable of both intelligence gathering and direct action. Federal Agency of Government Communications and Information, FAPSI. FAPSI was established in the early 1990s, based on parts of the old KGB's communication and cryptography departments. It was created to manage secure government communications and electronic intelligence. FAPSI's job was to protect Russian government communication networks, intercept foreign signals, and ensure data security. It also handled cryptography, the science of codes and encryption. In later years, many of its functions were absorbed into other agencies, especially the Special Communications and Information Service. Federal Protective Service (FSO). The FSO evolved from KGB departments responsible for guarding the Soviet leadership. In modern Russia, it officially became the Federal Protective Service, responsible for protecting top officials and state facilities. The FSO provides personal protection to the President of Russia, high-ranking officials, and critical infrastructure. It also controls secure communication channels and ensures the safety of government buildings and transport. It operates its own command and communications units. The FSO is famous for its strict secrecy and discipline. It ensures that the country's leadership can function securely during crises. The agency symbolizes the protective and loyal arm of Russian intelligence. Presidential Security Service (SBP). The SBP was formed in November 1993 from the KGB's former 9th Directorate. It is a specialized division under the FSO dedicated to the direct protection of the President, the Prime Minister, and their families. The SBP is responsible for close-range security, personal guards, convoy protection, and threat monitoring. It collects intelligence related to potential dangers against top leaders and works hand-in-hand with the FSO and FSB. Most of its work is classified, but the SBP is known for maintaining one of the tightest security rings in the world. It ensures constant protection of the Russian leadership both inside the country and on international visits. All of Russia's intelligence agencies trace their roots to the early Soviet organizations, the Cheka, NKVD, and later the KGB. When the Soviet Union fell in 1991, the KGB split into several specialized bodies, like FSB. For internal security, SVR. For foreign civilian intelligence, GRU. For military intelligence, FAPSI. For communications and cyber intelligence, FSO. NSBP. For leadership protection. Together, they form a massive intelligence network that covers every aspect of national security, from cyber operations and military espionage to presidential protection and domestic counterintelligence. Russia's intelligence system remains one of the most complex and influential in the world. So, which Russian agency do you think is the most powerful, the FSB, the GRU, or the SVR? Comment below and let me know what country's intelligence network you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the secret world of espionage and intelligence.